Hey everyone, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shin, and today I'm going to do a guitar tutorial for a Polyphia song, Chimera. This video is going to cover Scott's part in it specifically, and if anyone wants to learn Tim's part, just let me know and I'll throw together a tutorial for that. This is going to be my first time doing a guitar tutorial, so I do apologize in advance if it's a little sloppy. I'm going to make more in the future, so if there's anything you can see that I can do better on, please let me know. I think it's everything out of the way, so let's get into it. So you want to start off on the 13th fret of the D string, and then from there, you want to go to the 12th fret of the E string, and then the 12th fret of the lowest string. And you want to make sure you be hitting a lot of these with some bends. From there, you want to hit the lowest string twice as an open note. The first time's normal, the second time's with a palm mute. After that palm mute, we want to go to the 4th fret of the B string, then we're going to hammer on to the 5th fret, and then we're going to hit the 5th fret again. From there, we're going to hit the 4th fret of the E string, and then the 4th fret of the lowest string. After that, we're going to hit the 4th fret of the lowest string again, and then we're going to hit it a third time and slide up to the 11th fret. After we slide up to that 11th fret, we want to hit the 9th fret of the B string twice. So here's what we have so far. From there, we're going to go to the 6th fret of the lowest string, and we're going to hit it once, and then we're going to hit it a second time with a slight bend, and then we're going to hit the 7th fret. After that 7th fret, we want to hit the lowest string as an open note. From there, we're going to hit the 6th fret of the A string, and for this part, just mimic what I do, because there's a lot of weird bends involved. From there, we're going to hit the B string as an open note, and then we're going to hammer on to the 5th fret, and then we're going to slide down to the 4th fret. And then make sure you hit that 4th fret again. So here's what we have so far for this little section. From here, you want to hit the 3rd fret of the lowest string 3 times. And then we're going to slide up to the 11th fret of the B string. And then just mimic what I do there. It's a little weird to explain in words, so you can just listen to what I do and then try to emulate it on your guitar. So from the top, here's what we have. So now after doing that little bit on the 11th fret, we're basically going to do exactly what we did before, except with a little bit of a change. We're going to try to make sure that this note, the 4th fret on the E string, is a pinch harmonic. So starting from here, so after we finish up this little bit right here, you want to hit the lowest string 2 more times. And then from there, you want to hit the 5th fret on the B string, and then we're going to come down to the 3rd fret on the B string with a little bit of a bend. So here's what that looks like. Then you want to come up to the 4th fret of the B string, and then the 4th fret of the lowest string. And then from that 4th fret, we're going to come down to the 3rd fret and hit that twice. So here's what that looks like. So from there, we're going to hit the 6th fret of the E string a couple times. Just mimic what I do. Then after that, we're going to hit the 3rd fret on the B string. So from the top, here's what we have. And that's it for the first section. So now from here, we're going to move on to the second section. We're going to start off on the 13th fret of the D string, and we're going to hit that twice with a bend. Then we're going to come to the 11th fret of the A string and hit that once. Then we're going to come to the 12th fret of the E string and hit that once. Then we're going to hit an open note on the lowest note, and then we're going to hammer onto the 4th fret. Then we're going to hit that 4th fret again. And then from there, we're going to hit the 4th fret of both the B and E strings. And here's what that looks like. Then you want to hit that E string one more time. And then we're going to hit an open note on the B string and then hammer onto the 4th fret. And then after that, we're going to hit an open note of the lowest string. So from the top, here's what we have. From here, we're going to come to the A string and do this little bit. Then we're going to hit the B string as an open note and hammer onto the 5th fret, and then we're going to come down to the 4th fret. So here's what we have so far. From there, you want to hit the 4th fret one more time with a bend. And now we're going to put our pointer finger onto the 3rd fret of the lowest string, our ring finger onto the 4th fret of the B string, and our middle finger onto the 3rd fret of the E string in a little triangle shape. And we're going to hit that 4 times. And then we're going to come to the E string on the 6th fret and hit that with one bend. And then we're going to come to the B string on the 4th fret and hit that with one. So from the top, here's what it looks like. So now at this point, Tim Henson is back on his nylon string, and while he does that, we're going to do a little bit of stuff in the background. So for this section, we're going to exclusively be using the lowest string and the B string. And you could choose to just use the lowest string if you want, but I like to throw in the B string because it gives it some more oomph. But you want to start out on the 9th fret and just hit them once. And then you want to strum them openly with a palm mute. And then you want to hit the 4th fret. So here's what that looks like. And then you want to hit that 4th fret again. Then you want to come to the 11th fret and hit that once. And then you want to hit it 3 more times. Rhythmically, you can kind of do whatever you want with that section, but try to make sure it has that basic feel to it. So for this next section, we want to start off with 2 muted strums. And then we're going to come to the 11th fret of the E string and hit that twice. And we're going to come up to the 12th fret of that string and hit that once. From there, we want to hit the 13th fret of the D string 3 times. Then we want to hit the 12th fret of the A string with a big bend. Then we want to come down to the 4th fret of the lowest string, and we're going to hit that with a heavy bend, and then we're going to end on the 3rd fret of the lowest string. So from the top, from there, we're going to come to the 13th fret of the A string, and we're going to hit that a few times. And the last time we hit it, we want to make sure you bend it. Then you want to come to the 11th fret of the E string, and we're going to hit that once. And then you want to come up to the 12th fret. Then you want to hit the 12th fret again and come back down to the 11th fret. When you come down to it, make sure you give it a little bit of a bend. So here's what we have from the beginning. From here, we want to hit the open note of the lowest string. And then on the E string, we want to go 11, 12. And then we want to go to the 12th fret of the B string and hit that 3 times. And then you want to come down to the 11th fret for the B string and hit that with a good bend. You make sure you hit that twice. So now from the top, from here, you want to hit an open note of the lowest string, hammer on to the 4th fret, and slide down to the 3rd fret. And hit the 3rd fret again. After that, you want to put your pointer finger onto the 3rd fret of the lowest string, and your middle finger onto the 4th fret of the B string. And we're going to hit that 4 times. And then we're going to come up to the 6th fret of the E string, and we're going to do that little thing we do with the bends. And then after that, you want to come down to the 4th fret of the E string. So starting back, here's what we have. So after that 4th fret, you can have the choice of hitting the low note 2 times, or maybe a couple muted strums. You can do whatever you want. But after that, you want to come to the 4th fret of the B string, and then hammer onto the 5th fret and do that main lick that we have. Now for here, instead of bending up to the 7th fret, like we usually do, you just want to bend the 6. And then hit an open note. Starting back, here's what we have. So after that, we're going to do the big bend thing that we do on the A string, and then we're going to do our hammer on and slide down on the B string. And now instead of going into the 3rd fret in the lowest string, we're going to come back up to the 6th fret of the E string. And then you want to hit the 3rd fret of the B string. So here's what it looks like from the top. So now from there, we're going to come into the chorus just like we did last time. Except instead of ending it off there, we're going to come to the 2nd fret of the B string, then slide up to the 9th fret. Then after that, we're going to hit the 13th fret of the D string 3 times, and then the 12th fret of the E string. And then from there, we just repeat the chorus. And that's it for this section. I'll run through it real quick, and then we can move on to the next one. So starting off on the 17th fret of the B string, we're going to pull off onto the 16th fret of the B string. Then we're going to hit 14, 18 on the D string. After that, we're going to hit the 14th fret on the B string. Then we're going to hit 18, 16 on the E string. Then from there, you just want to tap on the 23rd fret. That's the first shape done. From there is the second shape, which starts off on the 13th fret of the D string. We're going to go 13, 14, 13. After that, you want to come up to the 18th fret on the D string, and then the 13th fret on the G string. From there, you just want to go 16, 16 on the B string and the E string, and then you want to tap on the 23rd fret. Now this last shape we're going to do basically combines them both together. Basically, you want to start off the same way we did on the other one, except you want to tap that 23rd fret 2 times. And then after you tap it twice, you want to do the pull off again. And then you want to hit the 13th fret on the G string, and then you want to hit the 14th fret on the D string. After hitting that 14th fret on the D string, we're going to hit the 13th fret twice. Then we're going to come back up to 14. So here's what we have. So now we're going to come back down to the 13th fret, and then we're going to hit the 18th fret on the D string. And then we're just going to end off the same we did on the other shape, where we go 13 on the G string, and 16 on the B and E strings, and then a tap on the 23rd fret. Now I'm going to do the third shape real quick in its entirety. So for this section, this is what it's going to look like. Basically, for this part, we're going to be using both of our hands on the fretboard at once. So with our left hand, we're going to start off on the 9th fret with the lowest string and the E string. And we're going to use our pointer finger and our middle finger for those. With our right hand, we're going to slide up from the 18th fret to the 21st fret on the D string. From there, we're going to come to the 12th fret with our left hand and hit the lowest string. And then we're going to use our ring finger to hit the 14th fret of the B string. And here's what that looks like. After that, we're going to use our pointer finger and our middle finger to hit the 19th fret of the E and B strings. And here's what that looks like in the song. Now after that, we're going to hit the 9th fret of the E string. And then we're going to hit the 19th fret of the B string again. And then we're going to hit the 9th fret of the D string. And then we're going to hit the 21st fret of the B string. And now here's the whole part. For the second shape, we're going to start off on the 4th fret of the B string. We're going to hit it and slide up to the 9th fret. And then we're going to hit the 11th fret of the lowest string and slide down to the 4th fret. Once you slide down that initial time, try to give it a little bit of a bend. So now from here, we're going to hit the 4th fret again, slide back up to the 11th fret, and then try to hit the 14th fret of the B string with our pinky finger. After hitting that 14th fret of the B string, you want to take your pointer finger and your middle finger, and we're going to hit the 21st fret of the D string with our pointer finger, and the 23rd fret of the G string with our middle finger. After that, we're going to hit the 7th fret, the lowest string, and then we're going to hit the 19th fret of the B string. Then we're going to come to the 9th fret of the D string, and then we're going to hit the 23rd fret of the B string. And here's what we have so far. From there, we're going to hit the 9th fret of the A string with our left hand, and with our right hand, we're going to hit the 18th fret of the D string, and then slide down to the 13th fret. Then we're going to hit the 11th fret of the A string and slide down. And that's it for the second part. Now from here's the third part. It's going to start off just like we did with the first shape. Except as soon as we hit that 19th fret of the B string, we're going to do this little lick right here where we go 12, 11, 9 on the E string, and then 12, 11, 8 on the B string. And here's what that looks like so far. So now after that lick, we're going to hit the open E string, and then we're going to come down to the 4th fret and hit both of the B strings. And then we're going to hit the lowest string on the 3rd fret twice. And then from there, we're going to come up to the 6th fret on the A string and hit that. And after we hit that, we're going to hit the 20th fret on the D string. Then we're going to hit the 8th fret on the B string. And then we're going to hit the 20th fret on the B string. Then we're going to come down and hit the 3rd fret on the E string. And then we're going to hit the 20th fret on the B string again. And then we're going to hit the 3rd fret on the G string. Then we're going to hit the 21st fret on the B string. And now here's what it looks like in the song. And now to finish it off, we're going to hit the A string on the 6th fret. Then we're going to hit the 9th fret on the B string and the 8th fret on the G string. Then we're going to hit the 6th fret on the D string. And here's what it looks like. So now for this next part, Scott just repeats the first two shapes. So Scott does this third shape a little bit differently. We don't do that part. We skip that lick. Instead, we just finish up the shape like we did for the first one, where we hit the 9th fret on the E string, and then the 19th fret on the B string, and then the 9th fret on the D string, and then the 21st fret on the B string. And then we come down to the 4th fret of the B string and slide up to the 9th fret like we did before. And the 11th fret of the lowest string. And then we slide down to the 3rd fret. Before we slide down to the 4th fret, now we're doing the 3rd one. So now here's what it looks like. And after you slide down to it, you want to hit it again. And to finish it off, we do that part that we learned in the last section. So now for this part of the song, Scott slides up to the 7th fret on the A string. And then you want to quickly hit the 6th fret on the E string and slide down to the 4th fret. Then you want to slide up to the 6th fret on the A string, and then once again hit the 6th fret on the E string and slide down to the 4th fret. I want to note that you want to put heavy vibrato on all these notes in this part. From here, you want to hit the 4th fret of the A string, then slide up to the 6th fret, and then you want to come down from the 6th fret of the E string to the 3rd fret of the E string. Then from there, you want to slide up to the 4th fret of the A string. So here's what it looks like all together. And for that part, you just want to repeat it as many times as they do in the song, and then you're good. So for this next part, you want to hit the lowest string, the B string, and the E string all on the 3rd fret at once. Then we're going to do 3 muted strums. From here, we're going to come to the E string on the 7th fret, and we're going to slide up to the 9th fret. Now we're going to come back to the 7th fret, and we're going to hit it twice. After the first time of sliding up, every time you hit that 9th fret, you want to make sure you give it a little bit of a bend. So I don't do any bend there. But in the second part, I do a bend. And you want to do that second part a total of 3 times. So here's the first part. And now for the second part. And then from here, you want to slide up from the 9th fret to the 11th fret. Then you want to grab the 9th fret, the D string, and slide down to the 6th fret. So here's what it looks like in the song. Then from here, you'll do 6 total strums of pretty much whatever you feel like on the lowest strings. And the rhythm for it is like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I personally like to palm mute it. I know Scott does some palm muted and then some open, but I don't care to learn all that because I just like it palm muted. So here's what we have so far. Then from here, you want to hit the 11th fret of the lowest string with a heavy bend twice. Then you want to come down the neck, and what we're going to do is we're going to play the 3rd fret on the lowest string, and then the 6th fret on the lowest string, and the 3rd fret on the E string, and then the 6th fret on the E string. Except on that 6th fret of the E string, you give it a little bit of a bend. And then after that bend, you want to come back to the 3rd fret of the E string, and then the 3rd fret of the lowest string. And then from there, you're going to hit the 4th fret of the E string and slide up to the 6th fret. And then we're going to hit the 4th fret of the lowest string and slide down. And here's what that looks like. Then after that, we're going to do 2 muted strums. And then we're going to hit the lowest string, the B string, and the E string on the 4th fret 2 times. And then you want to do 3 muted strums. I know it's like information overload, so we're going to recap what we just did. So now from here, you're going to hit an open note on the lowest string once, and then we're going to hit the 11th fret and slide all the way down. After that, you're going to hit the open note on the lowest string twice, and then the 11th fret again. Then we're going to hit the lowest string openly with a palm mute, and then we're going to hit the 11th fret again. So here's what it looks like in the song. And after that, you're going to do 3 muted strums. So now let's recap what we have. I did more strums than I should have, but you're only supposed to do 3 right there. And that's going to be it for this section. Let's move on to the next one. For this next section, we're going to start off on the 4th fret, and we're going to hit the first 3 strings 2 times. After that, you're going to do 1 muted strum, and then 3 muted strums. From here, we're going to hit the lowest string with an open note, and then hammer onto the 4th fret. Then you're going to hit the 4th fret, the B string, and the E string. After that, you're going to come up to the 6th fret of the E string, and we're going to slide up to the 7th fret. So after you slide up to the 7th fret, you're going to slide up to the 9th fret, and then back down to the 7th. Here's what it looks like so far. Hey everyone, Editor Shin here. So when I was recording this, I was really tired and I ended up playing some stuff backwards. So I wanted to come in here real quick and amend a couple of the issues I made. So let me recap what we've done real quick. Now after that, we want to start off on the 9th fret of the E string, and we're going to slide up to the 11th fret of the E string. After sliding up to that 11th fret, we're going to slide back down to the 9th fret. Then we're going to slide back up to the 11th fret, and then we're just going to play the 9th fret normally. So here's what it'll look like. And then after that, you just play the open E, the open B, and the open lowest string. So here's what we have so far. Now after hitting that lowest string once, we're going to hit it 2 more times. And then we're going to slide down from the 11th fret of the E string to the 9th fret. Then from the 9th fret to the 7th fret. Then from the 7th fret back up to the 9th fret. So once we're back up to the 9th fret, we're going to do a little trick where we keep our pointer finger on the 7th fret to slide back up to once we hit it. So just watch what I do. And once you're slid back up to the 9th fret, you want to give it a little bit of a bend and then back on the 7th fret. So here's what it looks like in full. So to recap, here's what we have. From here, we're going to hit the 11th fret of the lowest string twice, and we're going to come down to the 3rd fret and hit that 3 times. When you hit it, make sure you palm mute it. And that's it for this section. I'm going to run through it again, and then we can move on to the next one. So from here, we're going to start off on the 11th fret of the D string, and for these first 4 notes, you want to make sure they're palm muted. So we're going to go 11, 9, 11, 9. From there, you want to slide up from 11 to 13. Then we're going to go to the G string and slide from the 9th fret to the 11th fret. Then we're going to do that slide again on the D string from 11 to 13. And here's what we have so far. From here, we're going to hit the 11th fret of the D string twice, then the 9th fret twice. Then we're going to go from 11 to 13 again, except this time you want to hit the 13 again. Then we're going to slide from 9 to 11 and hit the 11 again. So here's what we have. This next part's a little weird. You're going to start off on the 11th fret of the A string, and after you hit it, you're going to do a tapping harmonic on the 23rd fret. If you don't know what a tapping harmonic is, basically, it works like the main harmonic does on the 12th fret, except by fingering the notes, you're changing the position of the 12th fret relative to them. So if I were to bar the 7th fret here, then suddenly the 7th fret up here on the 19th fret would be able to work as natural harmonics for me to tap on. So basically, you're going to hit the 11th fret of the A string, and then hit the natural harmonic on the 23rd fret. After you hit the natural harmonic, you want to slide up with your finger to the 13th fret. Once you slide up, you're going to hit the 13th fret again. And then you're going to hit it again, and then hit the natural harmonic on the 25th fret, which that would just be after the 24th fret, and slide down. Here's what it looks like. So for this next part, you're going to hit the lowest string on the 9th fret with a bend. Then we're going to hit the 7th fret once. Then you'll hit the 7th fret again and come back up to the 9th fret. Once you hit that 9th fret, you want to slide up to the 11th. Once you're up to that 11th fret, you want to hit it again. So here's what we have so far. And then you're gonna hit the 11th fret normally and just slide down to the 9th, and then you're gonna hit the 7th. And here's what we have in full. So to recap, here's what we have for this section. And next, we're going to hit an open note on the lowest string, and then we're going to slide from the 5th fret of the B string up to the 7th fret. And then we're going to slide from the 9th fret on the lowest string to the 11th. And then we're going to hit the 9th fret of the lowest string twice. Then we're going to hit an open note on the B string and hammer on to the 5th fret. Then from there, we're going to hit the B string 3 times openly, and then the lowest string 3 times openly. Here's what we have for that. From here, you want to hit the 11th fret of the lowest string, and then we're going to slide up from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on the A string. And then from here, you want to slide up from the 9th fret to the 11th fret on the E string. Then you want to hit the 9th fret of the E string twice, and then you want to come down to the 7th fret and hit that twice. From there, on the E string, you're going to slide back up from the 9th fret to the 11th fret, and then once you're up to the 11th fret, give it a little bit of a bend. Here's what we have for this little part. After that, you want to come down from the 9th fret down to the 7th. So here's what we have in full. Now for this next part, we're going to start off on the 14th fret of the high E string. Then we're going to go 11, 12 on the B. Then we're going to go 13, 13 on the G and D strings. After that, we're going to come up from the 15th fret to the 16th fret on the G string. Then we're going to go 18, 16, 18 on the high E string. And here's what we have so far. From here, we're going to hit the 14th fret on the B string. Then we're going to go 16, 15, 13 on the G string. Then you want to hit the 14 on the B string and the 16 on the G string again. After that 16 on the G string, we're going to hit the 15 on the G string, and we're going to hammer on and pull off on the G string on the 16th fret. After the hammer on and pull off, you want to end on the 17th fret of the D string. So here's what we have so far. From here, we're going to go 16, 14 on the B string. Then we're going to hit the 16th fret on the A string, and then the 16th fret on the B string. Then we're going to come back to the 15th fret on the G string. We're going to hit it, and then we're going to hit the 16th fret. Once you hit that 16th fret on the G string, you want to do a hammer on and pull off a couple of times on the 18th fret. Then we're going to end off on the 14th fret of the D string. So here's what we have so far. So from here, you're going to come to the 16th fret of the B string, and we're going to go 16, 14, 16. And we're going to hit the 12 on the G string and the 14 on the B string. So here's what we have in full. And that's it for this section. The next section will be the final one of the song. So for this section, we're going to start off on the 14th fret of the B string. Now, I know last time we ended on the 14th fret, but this time you want to hit it again. So what it would look like is you hit it once, and then you hit it again to start off this section. So we're going to start off on the 14th fret of the B string, and we're going to go 14, 12, 11. Then we're going to hit the 12 on the G. Then we're going to go 14, 11 on the D. Then we want to hit 12 on the B, and then 15 on the G. Then from here, we have a 10 on the A string, and then a 12 on the E string. From here, you're going to go 13, 9, 13, 9. The 13's on the D string, and the 9's on the G. After ending off on the 9th fret of that D string, you want to hit the 10th fret on the A string, the 12th fret on the G string, and the 14th fret on the B string. Then after that, we're going to go 9th fret on the G string, 11th fret on the B string, and 15th fret on the E string. Let's take a look at what this looks like so far. After you hit that 15th fret, we're going to do a hammer-on and pull-off. Now, I'm not going to do the stretch because it really hurts, but you have to do the hammer-on and pull-off from the 9th fret to the 15th fret of the E string. It's really hard to do for me right now, but you can get it with practice. So after the 15th fret, you're going to go 9, 15, 9, 15. Here's what we have so far. After you end off on that last 15th fret, you want to hit the 11th fret on the B, and then we're going to go 14, 13, 11 on the D. Then you want to go 11, 11 on the E and B strings. Then on the B, we're going to go 12, 14. Then on the G, we're going to go 12. And then finally for the shape, we're going to end off on 18 on the E. Taking it from the top, here's what we have. Now, after we hit that 18th fret, we're going to come down to the 16th fret. Then after hitting that 16th fret on the E, on the B string, we're going to go 14, 16, 12. Then we're going to hit 13 on the D. Then we're going to come up 15, 16 on the G. Then we're going to go 18, 16, 18 on the E. So after we do that 18, 16, 18, you want to come down to the 14th fret at the B, and then we're going to go 16, 15, 13 on the G. Then we're going to go 14, 16 again, 14 being the B, 16 being the G. Then after that, we're going to hit the 15 on the G, then we're going to do a hammer-on and pull off on 16. Then we're going to hit the 17th fret on the D string. After that, we're going to go 16, 14 on the B, then 16 on the A, then 16 on the B, then 15 on the G up to 16, and then hammer on and pull off on the 18. Then we're going to go to 14 on the D, and then we're going to go 16, 14, 16 on the B, and then 12 on the G, and then 14 on the B. I rushed that part because we already did that. So to repeat that section over again, here's what we have. And that's it. If you want me to make a tutorial for another song, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. I'm always happy to learn a new song. Thank you so much for watching.